We're here today again with Tee Up Tuesdays with Kevin Kisslinger from GolfTec. He's a PGA pro. I honestly, again, he struggles with me saying this, but there's nobody that does more golf lessons in southeastern Wisconsin than this guy. So again, cool kids work with this guy and cool kids work with us. So the combination is really quite spectacular. So we're going to talk today about slicing. I am not much of a golfer. I've got the attention span of a houseplant, and I played power sports mainly, and golf is not a sport that the harder you try, the better you get. From a physical standpoint, I mean, typically if I was going to be playing football and I get amped up and put a whole bunch of power into my body, it's usually a good thing, but it's not a good thing when you're golfing because my shoulders get tight. So slicing the ball, I've had some horrific slices where I didn't think it was possible physically or from a physics standpoint that you could actually hit a ball at a 90-degree direction. I've done that. It's really embarrassing on the first tee. So let's talk about slicing.
Yeah, so about 75 to 90% of the players that come into my door complain about slicing. It's one of their main frustrations that they want to correct. And very few of them even know why they slice. So that's the first part, is you have to understand the physics of why it slices. And the physics is controlling the club face. So having the club face point where you want it to point when you strike it. And then just as importantly, controlling the path that the club swings on. So everyone thinks it's only a club face here. So they keep trying to swing more and more left to correct it. But really the issue is that their path is already cutting across and swinging left. So many slicers actually start the ball straight and then it curves into the woods with that. So one, you have to identify why you slice. Is it your path or your face? And then you have to know how to improve your path. And I can do a little drill here to show you how to improve the path. So really easy, we have our noodle here again. It's really the #1 training aid in golf. You use your golf bag, you have a stand, you're going to put this down, and you want to put it just above your club shaft when you set up. Make sure your golf bag is out of the way so you don't hit it. But most slicers, when they come back, they take the club back, and they would come above this noodle or they would hit this noodle on the way down. And this would signify that outside in cutting across path that makes the golf ball slice. So what this noodle can do is, as you set up, it will force your club and your hands to come more in and around your body, and then as you practice, it'll help your club and your hands come in and from the inside of the golf ball. And what really we're looking at is if you can make a very good rotation on the backswing, if you can create enough hand depth on the backswing, it will be easier to swing the golf club on a good plane coming down. So 2 cues again with this. Club and hands under the noodle, and then I want you to stretch your hands back behind your body. Get your hands behind your right shoulder and over your heels at the top of the swing. And then on the way down, swing underneath this noodle. It'll feel like you're swinging out to the right. You can practice that without a golf ball first. Once you're good at it, introduce the golf ball. And as long as you keep your face relatively square when you're striking it, you'll actually see your slice turn the other way into a draw or a hook.
Awesome tip. And we've got, click below, and I'm going to have a movement that you can do to enhance your hip mobility and shoulder stability and rotation in your thoracic cavity. There's a lot of complexity to the movements that we do. They're not going to be solved with one thing, but I'm going to give you a tip if you click below, and we'll show you a tall half kneeling rotational stretch and stabilizer that will help complement what Kevin just gave you.